Hello, good morning. Keisha Johnson here. Thank you so much for catching the replay. If you can be so kind and type in hashtag replay so I will know that you're watching. And if you are tuning into any of my videos for the very first time, go ahead and type a number 1 in the comments. So hold on, let me hang on, hold the line. So I was coming on because I just went live in my community group. Hold on, I'm trying to turn the note. I just went live in my community group with the ladies. We are on a journey to food freedom and have just been learning. Hold on, I'm sorry, this is so rude. I should have had this done before I came on, but I didn't. And on a journey to food freedom and just allowing God to walk alongside us on this journey to food freedom. And so I just went live in the group and I found a video about 2 years ago and it's titled "What Would Happen If You Stopped Eating Sugar?" And I found the information in that video so fascinating. So it's a quick short 5 minutes and I felt led as I'm walking through, hi, good morning, Vanessa, as I'm walking through our wellness regimen to listen to this video with you all. So I promise you, don't go anywhere, right? I need you all to kind of hang in there with me. So if you started your new wellness regimen with me, or even if your supplements are on the way, just kind of tune in and I'll walk you all through my morning routine. And I do believe I'm going to come on this afternoon and walk you all through my hold on, let me get back to YouTube and walk you all through my afternoon routine. Good morning, Peggy. Good morning, everybody. All right, so if you have your supplements, go ahead and grab them. I did really good today. I started with my detox tea early this morning and I'm almost done with my first bottle, and I finished this whole cup of water. Somebody, y'all put some hand claps or give me some hearts. That's a big deal. So I finished my 32 ounces of water early this morning. If you have not drank any water yet, I want to encourage you, right? This is to encourage you all. That's why I'm showing up, to encourage you all. Why? Because I know that feeling good is a strategy. Someone type that in the comments for me. Feeling good is a strategy. And I'll be honest with you all. I wouldn't even use the word struggle. I've kind of just been forgetting to finish drinking my tea. So this was a big deal that I finished just before the video. A few of you have your 7-day trial packs on the way. I'm super excited about it. So if you need a gentle detox, if you're feeling tired, you're feeling sluggish, you're just kind of needing to lose the last 5 pounds that are just not coming off, type detox in the comments and I'll send you information. It's all natural, 9 herbs. Helps to cleanse your body on a cellular level. And I say gentle because you don't need to be near the bathroom. If you want to help clear your skin, detoxing is a way to do that. And this video I'm going to share will help as well. I didn't take my vitamins this morning during Waking Early for His Glory. I don't know if I forgot or if I'm switching my routine because I know I'm coming live again. So either way, if you have your B12, grab your B12. And you know what? I'm going to say this really quick and then I'll share the video because I can't talk and share the video at the same time. So if you have your B12, grab your B12. If you have your multivitamins, go ahead and grab it. So you just take 1 tablespoon. Good morning, Debbie. You just take 1 tablespoon of the multivitamin, and this is a premium multivitamin, all right? Not your average multivitamin, and it helps to fill in nutritional gaps. It helps to boost your energy literally within minutes. It helps to suppress your appetite, it helps to boost your metabolism, and it helps you to get in your daily dose of your fruits and vegetables for the day. Why am I talking so fast? Because I want to get this done so we can do this together. Hold on, let me get this pulled back up. Thank you all for hopping on with me. And then the B12, if you want information or if you want to upgrade your vitamins or if you don't have a liquid vitamin, type multivitamin or just vitamin in the comments and I'll reach out to you and share the link. Everything that I share is all natural. And so the B12 helps with energy. I don't think, and I was sharing with the ladies in a group that I know for a fact that I would not be able to do all that I do, all that God has called me to do, starting at 3:30 in the morning if I were not taking care of myself. And I know that my supplements play a huge role in it, because I know how I feel when I go without them, and I know how I feel with them. So it's a big deal, you know, and I always say feeling good is a strategy. So with the liquid vitamin, you take the 1 tablespoon, and with the B12, you take 2 dropperfuls. Hold on. One day I was so rude and opened my mouth wide. I'm like, excuse me, where are my manners? And so with the vitamins, it helps to maintain energy. It helps to boost your mood. While we can't claim to cure or mitigate anything, if you have problems with just focusing, symptoms of like depression, anxiety, it could be that your vitamin B levels are low. And so this supplement will help with that. Or if you're taking vitamin B shots and you want another alternative, liquid is the way to go. And if you Google B12, it also helps with your hair, your skin, and your nails. So I believe that a combination of things that I'm doing is helping me. Like, look at this. I promise you all, would not lie to you. I have an old tissue here. Like no makeup, no foundation on my face, no makeup. Skincare is really a manifestation of what's going on the outside. So it starts on the inside, and that's kind of how that goes. So I want to challenge you all. I was in my private community and I challenged the ladies, and I wanted to challenge you all as well. I started with asking them or inviting them to go on a 3-day fast without sugar. And then after watching and listening to this 5-minute, y'all type in 5 minutes, hang in there with me for 5 minutes. After watching the 5-minute video, what happens if you stop eating sugar for 14 days? I challenged them to go without sugar for 14 days. So I'm going to finish up what I'm doing, and y'all hang around and listen, and we'll be done in 5 minutes.
What would actually happen to your body if you really gave up sugar?
I didn't take my collagen.
I mean, completely for 2 weeks. Let's take a look at that. Number one, you are going to lose your appetite to sugar. Why?
Can you hear it okay?
Every time you consume sugar, a hormone comes in there and pushes your blood sugars down, causing a low blood sugar situation.
Does it sound okay?
Hypoglycemia to some degree. And that is going to cause you to crave sugar. So by getting rid of sugar, you get rid of the craving for sugar. Number two, you're going to be less hungry. Until you do this, you won't really fully know.
It okay?
But I'm telling you, it's the sugar that keeps you hungry all the time. When you give up the sugar, you become a lot less hungry. Why? Because you stabilize your blood sugars. And now your cells can be actually fed.
Good.
Because when you're living on sugar, because sugar is toxic to the body starts rejecting it. That's called insulin resistance. So the body is blocking insulin because that controls sugar, and what your body's really trying to do is limit the amount of sugar inside the cells. So the body doesn't consider it a good thing, it's a bad thing. So when you give it up, this thing can reverse, and not only can you now absorb proper amounts of fuel, you'll absorb nutrients a lot better too, because insulin resistance also blocks nutrients, minerals, vitamins, and that's one of the functions of insulin. All right, number three, you're going to have less fatigue, especially after eating a meal.
Type a 3 in the comments.
When you're eating sugar on a regular basis, usually you're going to be tired after you eat, and that is a blood sugar thing.
Okay.
But you're going to find that you're no longer going to be that tired after you eat. It just means that now you're no longer having higher sugar, which basically makes the brain tired. It's normal sugar. Now your brain can be awake. All right, number four, you're going to lose excessive water and fat. For the first week, you're going to dump a lot of water and some fat, but after that, it's going to be more and more fat. You're going to be surprised how much fluid you are retaining. Some people within 1 week can lose about 13 pounds of fluid. They're holding that fluid around, and that can't be that healthy for the heart. Of course, you're going to see your clothes loosening, especially around the midsection. Your gut, your waist is one of the best indicators to tell if you're doing too much sugar. If you reduce the sugar, the stomach shrinks. If you eat the sugar, your stomach will expand. Okay? Number five, enhanced mood. So if you were grouchy before, you're now going to be a lot calmer, less stressed, and you're going to be actually nice to be around. Okay? That's good. Also, your cognitive function will improve. So you're going to feel more focused. You're going to have more concentration. You'll be less ADD, more attention to focus on your projects. Okay, number 6, your skin is going to look much better. You're going to have less acne. Your skin's going to glow. And that's just a reflection of what happens when you consume sugar.
Yeah.
Your insulin goes up. And also the hormone androgens, and we're talking about females.
I had to cut that sugar out.
And that's going to create acne. In a male body, the increased insulin will lower testosterone, so you're going to have other problems that are associated with low testosterone. All right, number 7, you have less stiffness. So you're going to have less inflammation. You're going to have less pain. So what's happening is all we're doing is we're converting your fuel from sugar to fat. It takes 3 days, okay, of cutting down the carbohydrates and the sugar. You may have a worsening of the symptoms for 3 days, okay? Guys, anyone can actually handle 3 days. And if you took some B vitamins from nutritional yeast and some potassium, you probably won't have any symptoms. So it's going to be relatively easy. At the cellular level, you're building new enzymes to run your body off fat fuel. Okay, that's what's happening. You have little machines that are literally changing over to a different fuel source. That's what's happening over these 2 weeks. You're getting decreased inflammation in your arteries. Okay, that's what's happening when you get off sugar. Less inflammation. It's going to help you in the long run prevent a clot or plaquing and help reduce the risk of a stroke and a heart attack. Also, you'll start growing brain cells. Why? Because when you reduce sugar, then you run your body on a different source of fuel called ketones. And ketones support the growth of nerve cells. All right, next one, the liver. You're going to start dumping some of this fat that's been accumulating in your liver, and you can use that as fuel. So you're on your way to cleaning out the liver so it's no longer fatty. By the way, as a side note, if you have a large belly, chances are you have a fatty liver. Okay, so by doing this, you will reduce the fat inside your liver. And lastly, you're going to have better kidney function. Take a look at a diabetic. The kidney is the target for problems. When you actually cut down the amount of sugar, reduce the carb, you're going to improve kidney function greatly. All right, guys, there you have it. You may want to try this. The proof's in the pudding. Maybe I shouldn't talk about pudding, but this is the icing on the cake. Now, maybe I shouldn't even talk about that. All right, thanks for watching.
Okay. So y'all, I had to share that. I found this video about 2 years ago. I will share the link in the comments. And so I invite you all to take the challenge, 14 days. And he just talked about, even the change that could happen in 3 days. So if you feel like you don't want to commit to 14 days, go at least 3 days. If you feel like you need to start small. So I encourage the ladies in the community first to go on a 3-day fast. And now I'm like, you know what? Let's do this 14 days without sugar. Can you all share in the comments with me what was your biggest takeaway from the video? So again, we're talking about, and this was Dr. Berg, and it's on YouTube, and I'll share the link. What would happen if you give up sugar for 2 weeks? I mean, major changes. Number 1 was you lose your appetite for sugar, right? The more we eat sugar, the more we crave sugar, right? Can anybody else relate to that? Y'all got a little quiet on me. Give me some thumbs up or hearts if you're still here. The less we eat it. And that's really literally us reprogramming our taste buds by making a decision to go without the sugar, right? Shrinking waistline. And so I tell the ladies, if you are holding on to unwanted fat in your midsection, it's because of the sugar, have to cut the sugar out. So number 2 was you feel less hungry. How many of you know that when you go and grab something sweet and you eat it, you feel more hungry than you did before you started eating it, right? So when you cut sugar out, you feel less hungry. Number 3, you feel less tired. Y'all, I used to be wore out and tired when my diet was filled with nothing but sugar. So when I show up, I'm not showing up talking at you all, telling you what someone told me. Like, I lived this and had to walk this out myself, and it was not easy, right? And I didn't have anybody showing up to encourage me. I didn't have anybody showing up to motivate me. Drink your water, detox, take your vitamins, read the Bible. I didn't have anyone, showing up to encourage me. So you feel less fatigued, you're less tired, you're tired, and feeling good is a strategy. I know for a fact that, again, I would not be able to do all that I'm doing, all that God has called me to do. My day literally starts at 3:30 in the morning. I would not be, if I were not doing what I'm doing to make myself feel good, I wouldn't be able to do it. So people ask all the time, how in the world do you have the energy? How in the world do you? And I used to say things like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, but I do know. It's my daily regimens, what I do each day that makes me feel good. So again, share y'all's takeaway in the comments. And he said number 4 was you lose excess water and fat. You, of course, it's water weight first, then you end up losing fat, and you can drop a good 13. And I've seen it from some of my ladies personally that have taken a challenge to cut out sugar and losing a good 13 to 15 pounds in 14 days. Yes, most of it is water weight, but you really can drop the excess weight. Enhanced mood. Y'all, when my diet was filled with sugar, already, with depression and anxiety running in my bloodline, it did not help with a diet filled with sugar. I was sharing with the ladies in my group that that's what we grew up on, sugar and fast food. My mom was addicted to Pepsi. She would drink 2 to 3 2-liter Pepsis in a day, y'all. And we are in the group on this journey to food freedom, where I'm leading the ladies on this journey to break the stronghold of overeating, right? And some of them were just shaken when they realized that sugar is just as addictive as cocaine, right? Sugar is just as addictive as cocaine. All right, so it enhances your mood. So if you struggle with things like depression, anxiety, feeling sad all the time, if you cut the sugar out, you will notice that your mood enhances. Of course, along with other things, your skin looks better. Can I be real? Have y'all seen my before and after photos? Like, those were real photos of me. It had me depressed, crying, not wanting to leave my house. I would never be able to show up and be in y'all's face like this without makeup on. And I know that it was because I made a decision to clean up my diet. And when I revert back, and I, get back on my I want Starbucks every day fix, that happens every now and then, my skin goes crazy. Then I have to say, I know it's because of my drinks at Starbucks. Like, my skin goes crazy. So every now and then, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not always eating healthy. I'll share pictures mostly in my stories, and y'all will see my little Starbucks drinks. And I would drink 2. Y'all type the number 2 in the comments. I'm not lying to you all. 2 like venti Starbucks drinks a day. My kids was like, remember, mommy, you used to drive through Starbucks in the morning, and then you would drive through all that sugar. My skin goes crazy. So remember, he said your skin looks better. When you cut out the sugar, you have less acne. Y'all, I'm telling you what I know. And then number 7, less stiffness. So ladies, if you are struggling with joint pain and you're feeling stiff, like, so much can change in 14 days. I was like, why are y'all typing number 2? I forgot I asked y'all to type a number 2. I was like, what's number 2? Y'all need to know number 2. Number 2 was less hungry. But that, yes. And so all of that sugar and those Starbucks drinks. And then with my coffee, I used to put so much sugar in my coffee, and it was a process of, putting less and less and less. I was like, why y'all need me to go back to number 2? Number 2. I was like, why everybody typing 2 in the comments? All right, so yeah, I wanted to show up and share this with you all again. This is from Dr. Berg, and it looks like, okay, so wow, the video was on YouTube for 3 years. I found it about 2 years ago, and it's at 12 million views. That's how many people watch this. I was fascinated and couldn't believe it. And I believe that it was a good 2 years ago when I was just like, you know what, you need to get off the sugar. And we just grew up on that. My mother we had cabinets full of snacks. Mommy, can I have a snack? Mommy, can I have a snack? And because that's what I did in my home growing up. Are y'all still with me? Can I see a couple of hearts if y'all are still here? I did the same thing. When my kids were littles and babies, always having cabinets full of snacks. And I remember my aunt saying one day, like, why? Every time I babysit the kids and the kids, I'm over here, Auntie, can I have a snack? Can I have a snack? She was like, you need to cut those snacks out. And we do what we know to do, right? And it's not until we know better that we do better, right? And so I did the same thing. Not only the sugary snacks, the sugary cereals. That's why to this day, I love my Fruit Loops. I love my Rice Krispies with sugar. I love my Frosted Flakes. I love my Raisin Bran with a little bit, and I eat it in moderation, right? I eat it in moderation, but every sugar we had was sugary. I had Pepsi in the house, a cabinet full of snacks in the house. My mother loved ice cream. Until this day, I still love my Haagen-Dazs ice cream, but I do it in moderation because let me tell you all, when my skin goes wacky and I start breaking out, it's because of the sugar. You know, when you start seeing your midsection getting, it's because of the sugar. Like, so much can happen. And again, just reading that, and then it's Galatians 1:13 that says, y'all know, Galatians 5:13. Y'all type this in the comments. This is the verse that I shared with the ladies sometime last week that really stood out to me, and I'm just going to keep quoting it as we're on this journey to food freedom, right? And allowing God to break the stronghold of addiction, overeating, to whatever. Galatians 5:13 says, we were called to live in freedom. Right? We were called to live in freedom, not to be in bondage to anything. Y'all type that in the comments. I was called to live in freedom. And that includes freedom from sugar. It is as addictive as cocaine. So I promise you, it's not easy, but we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us, right? I'd be lying if I said it was easy. When I tried to come off of sugar, I shared this with the ladies in the group. I remember the day as clear as day. I was like, I'm not eating sugar. And it was like the third or the fourth day, I was sweating. I was sick. I was in the bed, and I literally started sweating. I'm telling you, I literally started sweating. And then it wasn't until like years later that I understood when they said sugar is as addictive. It is like a drug. I felt like I was having withdrawals. And I went into the kitchen, and I remember just scrambling, just looking for sugar like a drug addict. And I remember my husband, like Anthony, looking out at me out the side of his eye. And he was like, what are you doing? I was just like, I'm looking for something. He was like, what are you looking for? And all that was in the house, because I got rid of everything. And I remember all that was in the house was a can. And that's another thing. The only fruit we ate was canned fruit and heavy syrup. We didn't eat fresh fruit growing up. So everything we ate was filled with sugar. Anybody else with me? And so I found that can of peaches and heavy syrup, and I ate that can of peaches so fast, and y'all won't believe I felt better just like that. Why? Because I got my sugar fix. In my mind, and Anthony, and I remember like how he looked at me. He was like, what? Is like, you could see someone looking out the corner of their eye. He was like, what is wrong with you? And I felt better. Like, I was sweating. I had a headache. I felt dizzy, right? And so we gotta come off that sugar. We were called, Galatians 5:13, called to live in freedom. So I challenged the ladies in my private group, and I said, you know what? Let me show up and just share this all and challenge you all to say, you know what, I am going to commit to 14 days. And if you feel like you can't commit to 14 days, start with 3, right? Start with 3, because the more we eat the sugar, the more we crave it, right? And so here's the thing. All of you that are watching this broadcast, like from the day I watched that video, I could no longer say I didn't know, right? Y'all can no longer say I didn't know, right? Because I showed up and I shared this. Like, I was blown away by this video. Like, and when we know better, we do better, right? Y'all type that in the comments. When we know better, we do better. And sometimes we can't do better because we just don't know, right? We just don't know. Like, I just didn't know. There was so much that I just didn't know, right? And then when you know, you can no longer use the excuse, I didn't know. Because now, this is what I always say, truth always demands a response. Now you know the truth, right? You know the truth of what sugar does, and you also know the truth, right, that I just shared with you. We were all called to live in freedom. And now I always say truth demands a response. So the question is, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Like, and that was me asking myself, now you know, what are you going to do? Truth. And even when we're reading the word and we learn something and it's like, I didn't know that before. Now you know. what are you going to do? Truth demands a response, right? So I don't know. I need to calm down. I'm so excited. I'm just over here sweating, worked up because I was like, you know what? I have to share this. All right. And so anyway, if for those, I was kind of combining this with our wellness regimen. I already walked through my morning routine. So remember, I shared in the beginning, I finished my tea. If whoever wanted information on the detox tea, let me know. Type detox. I took my vitamins, 1 tablespoon. I took my B12 already, and I took the collagen while I was listening to the video, so I didn't get to share what this was. And so again, I had to work hard on my skin. It's not perfect. There will be times when my skin just goes a little bit crazy. It could be, because I allow myself to get stressed, because I, increased my sugar intake for whatever reason, because I'm not getting enough sleep. There's so many things, so many factors that can play into your skin. It could be that I didn't drink enough water, just lots of different things. But I can tell you all for sure that I know that the way that I feel, the way that my skin looks, the way that my hair looks. I have problems with my hair falling out, not knowing that your vitamin B levels being low. One of the results of vitamin B deficiency is hair loss. Joint problems, if you feel like if you have problems walking, stiffness, just so many things. And so I used to shy away from showing up and sharing what it is that I'm doing, not wanting to feel like I'm selling something, where, I had to kind of get out of my own head. And if I know what's working for me, and not only for me and others, why not share, right? So I had to get out of my own head, get over the fear of what people were going to say and what people are going to think, and just having to just get loud. Like, I would not be able to do, like, getting up at 3:30 in the morning, and like my day, like I would not, if I were not feeling as good as I feel, I wouldn't be able to do what I do, so feeling good truly is a strategy. And one of my, online mentors, she always says that we must prepare our body for what it is that we're praying for, right? So the question is, are you preparing your body for what you're praying for? We don't have to walk around feeling tired all the time, not feeling good in our own skin. That my skin was what caused me to fall into a deep depression. I was kind of prone to it because it runs in the family until it ran into me. I always say I'm a generational curse breaker, that it stops here, but all of the sugar addictions, just so many things that ran rampant in the family bloodline. It stops here, right? And you get to be the one to stop it as well, right? Sheila says, good morning. I just came off a 21-day fast, sugar and everything. See, good. That's awesome. Congratulations. That is awesome. So I know you can get your vitamins from anywhere, but if you want to get them from me, I have a link. And again, 1 tablespoon, right, fills in your nutritional gaps. Which means you get your vitamins and nutrients in the whole day. It helps to boost your energy within minutes. I promise you, telling you what I know, I would not be lying to you all. Helps to boost your metabolism. It just helps with overall health and immune. We should all be taking a liquid vitamin. So if you want information on the vitamin that I take and the B12 that I take, the detox that I drink, and I've been drinking this detox tea since 2018. My vitamins, this particular brand of vitamins, since 2018. This B12 since 2018. But the collagen, early 2021, after trying so many different collagens. And I didn't share this because the video was playing, but this also helps with my skin. Collagen helps, it says it helps to reduce wrinkles, improves your skin hydration, just so many benefits to a good quality collagen, just good quality supplements. So what I tell everyone is to start where you are, right? I'll be honest, when I didn't know, I used to go to Walmart and get my vitamins and things. I just didn't know. And I began to upgrade from there. So start where you are, do what you can do. But a lot of times I realize, we put better gas in our cars than we put stuff in our body, right? We want to be real cheap. Oh, that costs too much. We want to buy the cheapest food, the cheapest supplements. I promise y'all I've been there. But when it comes to our cars, I don't put cheap gas in my car. Anybody else ever said that? I only use premium, right? And it's like, why do we do that? We take better care of our cars than we do our bodies. But anyway, I didn't show up to start preaching on that. But I love you all. If you are going to take the 14-day challenge, type a number 14 in the comments, and so I can see. Type a number 14. That way I know to kind of just be encouraging you all, just lifting you all up, praying for you. Type a number 14. Why did I do that? This is not 14. 2 of these and a 4. Type a number 14 in the comments. Yep, I tell my partner that all the time. Yeah, we take better care of our cars. But when it comes to our body, I can't afford it. I remember not wanting to pay $40 a month for a boot camp that was going to help me feel better. $40. But yet and still, I was driving through Starbucks twice a day. So that's $10 depending on the drink. Sometimes it was $7, $10 to $14 a day at Starbucks. $10 to $14 a day. Add that, do that times maybe 20, because I was only doing it probably Monday through Friday. So we have to do better. We have to do better. Buy cheap meat. Yeah, we do. I have been guilty of that. I have been guilty of that. And so I know a lot of times when I share that, people, get offended, but it's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. All right, so I love you all. Super excited for those of you. Oh, and I'm going to try to come on today to share about CBD, right? Because I believe that God just put a spirit of boldness on me. Y'all type boldness in the comments that I've been praying for a spirit of boldness. And not that I wasn't bold, but I wanted to be bolder, right? Because I know... Oh, I'm going to share it in the link. I'm going to share the link in the comments. It's titled, What Happens If You Stop Eating Sugar for 14 Days by Dr. Berg. I'll share the link. Oh, wait, I think I can do it right now. Hold the line. I think I can do it right now while I'm on here. Hold on. Let me see. Hang on. Y'all say hold the line. Thank y'all for hopping on. Y'all are so fun. Y'all are so fun. Hold on, let's see. Hang on, y'all say hold the line. Hold on. Thank y'all for hopping on. Y'all are so fun. Is it there? Look at that. There it is. Hold on, let me pin it. Hold on, look at that. No, hold on, it's not letting me pin it. Hold on. Well, look at God. There's the link, y'all. Yep. And so listen to that. Listen, if you are taking the 14-day challenge, also commit to taking 5 minutes a day. Listen to the video every day for 14 days. That video, listen to it every day for 14 days because it will keep you going. And of course, and also meditate on, listen, I'm giving, also meditate on, how do I not have a piece of paper? How is that possible? I'll write on the back of this. So, you want to 14 days, no sugar, right? Listen, do the best you can. 14 days without sugar. I'm writing this down so I can remember to post it in my group. Watch the video every day for those 14 days. And then every day meditate on Galatians 5:13, which says we were called to live in freedom. And every day, speak that out loud. I am called to live in freedom, not in bondage to anything, right? I am called to live in freedom. So that's Galatians 5:13. All right, so that's it. I love y'all so much. Y'all are so fun. Thank you all for showing up. There is the link to the video. And I remember what I did those 2 years ago when I wanted to keep listening to it. I hit play on the video. And are y'all still with me? Because do you need to be in a specific group? No, here's the thing. I'm doing this with the ladies privately in my wellness group. And it's a subscription-based group. But I wanted to come on and at least share this with you all. So you all will really be doing it by yourself. But I just wanted to not be selfish and share it with you all. right? Now, if you want information on the group, you can. It's not free, but it doesn't cost a whole lot of money either. It's only $15 a month, and I say only because I'm like, God, really? But that's just the price he gave me to give, and it is subscription based, and I know some people don't like to be on subscriptions, but if you feel like it's something you want to come in and be a part of, you certainly can. But if not, I just wanted to show up and share it with you all and challenge you all to do it on your own. The group is not a very large group. I think it's only about 80 of us in there because I just opened it up, and it's not something that I share and talk a lot about. But if you want to join us in there, and we're on a journey to food freedom, and that's what I'm calling it, a spiritual journey to food freedom. And so a lot of what we're focusing on now is, like yesterday, shared information on the 50 something different names of sugar, how to read labels, and really just equipping them with the tools and strategy to break free. And that's the assignment God has me on, not only helping women to break free from the stronghold of overeating, but procrastination as well. Yep. So breaking the stronghold of overeating and procrastination. And so when you all see me in the mornings where I'm like doing the indoor walking or any indoor workout, that's usually what I'm doing it with the ladies in the group, and the meditation and stuff like that. So all right, so y'all are awesome. Okay, you want information on the group? Absolutely. Can you send me a message? Or I'll share the link. If it is, and I remember I didn't know how to read labels, and you don't know, and it's like, how is this even legal for it to be? Actually, the second time I checked, it was like 76 names. How is this even legal for it to be 76 funny names for the same thing, for sugar, right? And so we look at labels and think we're not consuming sugar, but we really are. So it's important to know. Again, I say when we know better, we do better, right? And I do not claim to know everything, but one thing I can tell you about God is he's always leading me to the necessary resources that I need, not only for myself, but to share with the ladies and you all too sometimes. So I don't know it all. I'd be lying if I said I know all 76 names of sugar. Like, I don't. I don't claim to know everything, but God is always leading me and providing me with the right information. So, all right, so I love y'all. I didn't want the live to be too long, so I'm going to hop off of here. Super excited for those of you that are taking a 14-day challenge. Remember, 14 days, no sugar. You want to watch the video every single day for 14 days, twice a day if you can, morning and night, and then meditate on Galatians 5:13 3 times a day, right? 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night. Super easy. You eat breakfast. And you know how you can do that? Are y'all still with me? Because let me make sure y'all are still here. And how you can meditate on Galatians 5:13. Something that I learned a few years ago was breath prayers, right? And that's something that I'm practicing with some of my ladies. And so as you inhale, right, you can just as simple as breathing as you're inhaling. I am called, as you're exhaling, to live in freedom. And so as you're going throughout the day, like do it right now, right? And you're thinking this in your mind as you're inhaling. I am called to live in freedom. So all day, just practice it. I am called to live in freedom. As simple as breathing, as you're breathing in and out. And it's so easy to meditate on a scripture verse by doing that. So all day, when I first read this with the ladies last week, pretty much all day as I'm breathing, that was all like literally on my mind all day. I am called to live in freedom. I am called to live in freedom. So does that make sense? Let me know if y'all have any questions about that. So as you inhale, I am called. As you exhale, to live in freedom. Someone type that in for me. Inhale, I am called. Exhale, to live in freedom. And so meditate on Galatians 5:13 for all 14 days. All right? All right. Are y'all still here? Is this thing working? Is this thing working? All right, y'all are still here. Okay, y'all got very, very quiet. I'm just going to assume y'all were being students and taking notes. Y'all were just being students and taking notes, right? That's why y'all got quiet. Like, is this thing working? All right, so I love y'all. Y'all are awesome. I feel like there are way too many comments. So can y'all do this for me one more time, please, if you don't mind? So that way the comments will be at the top. If you want information on the liquid vitamin, can you please type vitamin for me? Or if you are brave, message me. Sometimes y'all are scared to message me. I don't know why. But type vitamin if you want information on the liquid vitamin. Type B12 again if you want information on the B12. If not, there are lots of comments I have to scroll back through. And why do I do that? I don't just like to drop the links because there's a few questions that I ask. Like, for example, with the collagen, there are a few different formulations, especially for those that can't have any carbs at all. Or if you're pregnant, you can't have hyaluronic acid. So if I just drop the link, that's not very beneficial. So if you want information on a collagen, let me know. And they are my personal links. Again, I know y'all can get your vitamins and stuff anywhere, but why not get them from me just because? And then if you want information on the detox tea, let me know. Type detox. And that'll help me because it'll be at the bottom, so I don't have to scroll all the way through the comments. And I won't go through what each one does again. Do y'all need me to do that? I did that at the beginning of the video. So that's my morning regimen. And the only thing I did not take because I did so good and I drank all of my water, so I need to get some more water, is take my metabolism booster tablet. And so I will do this as soon as I get off the live. You're looking forward to seeing the pounds come off. And listen, since you all are out here, when I say out here, right? Why did I say out here? Meaning not in the group. That was so funny. If you are doing it yourself, come back and let me know. All right, please come back and let me know. Come back and let me know. And again, this is not only about weight loss. You want to think about the non-scale victories as well. With all of my ladies that I work with, sometimes we're so focused on the scale, right? Again, we are called to live in freedom, not in bondage to anything. That includes the scale, right? And we can be so caught up and obsessed with the scale. I'm like, but what about your non-scale victories, right? Some of the benefits are you feel more energized. You're not fatigued and weighed down because of the sugar. So also focus on the non-scale victories. All right, so focus on the non-scale victories as well. I said as well. Focus on the non-scale victories. All right, and if you and so what this does is, and I take this. It's just as a small little capsule, easy to swallow. It helps to boost your energy, turn off your cravings. So my ladies that usually crave sugar and carbs, this really helps because it helps to suppress your appetite as well. So I take one of these in the morning, sometimes two. I put them in my little baggie and I put them in here in twos. That's why there's four, because sometimes I take 2 a day, sometimes 1. It just depends on my day. So I don't have any water near me, so I'll do this. All right, so I love you all. Have a great day. Remember, don't just focus on the scale. Think about those non-scale victories. Come back and let me know if your skin is looking clearer. Come back and let me know if you're feeling more energized. Come back. If this was helpful, please share it. Because I saw someone ask earlier, can you share? Absolutely. So hair. What did I say? Come back and let me know if your skin is clearing up. Come back and let me know if you're feeling more energized. Come back and let me know. Again, it's not only about the scale. If you're losing inches, you'll know because your clothes are fitting lighter. So what can I actually challenge you all this? Put the scale away for 14 days. Put the scale away for 14 days. All right? Somebody type in the comments, put the scale away for 14 days. Why? Because I don't want you all looking at the scale every day, feeling discouraged that the scale is not moving, yet you're feeling better and all this other stuff. So put the scale away for 14 days. Can someone type that in the comments? Put the scale away for 14 days. Don't even look at the scale until after your 14 days. All right? So your focus is no sugar, watching the video twice a day, and meditating on Galatians 5:13, and we're not even going to worry about the scale. All right, put the scale, just put it away. Just put it away, because you can be doing good, skin clearing up, a lot of energy, clothes fitting loose, but the scale doesn't look like it's moving, and that'll be enough to cause you to want to quit, right? Hashtag ask me how I know. But we're finishers, right? We're not quitting. You're going to finish. You're going to finish strong, and you're going to finish well. All right, I gotta go, and I'm having y'all comment again, which means it's going to push the other comments back. So again, if you're brave, message me. You'll get a response quicker. If not, then I'll send the links to those of you that I see commented. And then I don't know. I'm not comfortable with just dropping links and sharing links. That kind of feels kind of yucky sometimes, so I don't know. I'll get brave. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like doing that. Yep, it is. It's very true about the scale. I've been there. So I tell my ladies sometimes, either get rid of the scale. I'll tell them to put the scale in their trunk. And if they feel like they're going to go to the trunk of their car to get it out, take the scale to a friend's house, do whatever. Just focus on the non-scale victories. Don't even look at the scale. All right. I love y'all. Gotta go. I said that like 5 times, but I do have to go now. Bye, y'all.